Truth Talk Nation. Build. Wait to see publish it. Okay, we published Truth Talk Nation, Judo Woke Ace. We back. We back with another edit episode. They had me edited this episode from last week with Aseer the Duke of Tears. And I just want to say they made me edit the episode for the fake lettuce. Yeah, the fake lettuce. That's the only reason why they made me redo the video. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna redo the video. But as we're redoing the video, it's been a lot of other stuff that's been going down. We got more Popeyes Chicken Pandemonium going on. We got the workers fight now. We got the workers fighting now. This is crazy. We also got
I don't have Uber. But the food right there.
Uber eating your Popeyes.
That's right there. Because I was waiting on you. You wasn't waiting on me? I did. I came out here. You was waiting on me, but I'm right here. I called you, and then I already canceled. I already canceled. How you cancel some food with I'm already out here?
We got the Uber Eats eating your Popeyes. But, you know, they banned me for showing y'all fake lettuce. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to redo the Chicken Pandemonium, but I'm going to edit the little 30 seconds that they made me redo the video for. So here we go. Chicken is great. Yo, Mezzle, what's up? Mezzle. I can't hear you. You're a little muffled. All right. Yeah, man. We got some, man. What's up with this Chicken Pandemonium craziness going all across the country?
Oh, man, that Chicken Pandemonium, man, that's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? You got people getting killed, people getting jumped. Stabbed up, man. It's crazy. They brought it back out this past weekend, the day that Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays. So they brought it out at a prime time where everybody was running rapid. You know what I'm saying? It's church Sunday, man. You got people, instead of going to church, they in line at Popeyes trying to get the chicken sandwich.
Man. That's just crazy, man, because like you said, you got the murders going on. You got the crazy long lines, man, and the sandwich haven't even been out a full 7 days.
Yeah, the sandwich ain't been out a full 7 days yet, man. You got people going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was taking over my homeboy Mo. We were just talking about it, you know what I'm saying? On the block earlier today, you know what I'm saying? It's just going wild, you know, because, you know, you got people just going out of character about this situation. I want sandwich, man. What's in the chicken sandwich, Junior?
Yeah, man. You know, I had to get your intake, man, because this is the Chicken Pandemonium Trilogy, man. It's the third part, so we done damn near broke it all the way down, man, from the first release to, you know, the continuation and the re-release. You know what I'm saying? The re-release, man, is just turning people into monsters.
Monsters, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, Thanksgiving time, man, you know, time for giving, and you know what I'm saying, give back and thankful, but come on, now you don't be thankful for the chicken sandwich, you know what I'm saying, Judah?
Man, I'm about to...
Man, we got election time coming up, and this is to put our people in a whole different area where, you know, it's taking our mind off the real thing we need to be worried about.
Right, man, I'm about to play this video where I got a couple videos where I got this white guy, he walked dead into Popeyes and called black people niggas. Well, listen to this.
12 seconds later.
That's a little dark, but we also got another video of an old lady come out there. I don't know if it's a white lady or what. She gets body slammed. Let's look at this video right quick.
Oh shit.
Pure pandemonium, man. You know what I'm saying?
Pandemonium, Junior. Yeah, I seen that, man. I thought, like, man, that's a man the body slammed it, right?
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So, man, you know, it's just crazy. And then not only that, we get Church's Chicken get shot up. Listen to this story right quick, man, because you know Church's Chicken is owned by Popeyes too. So did they put the same chemicals in the chicken that through Popeyes the Church's not got it? Because they nothing up at Church's too. Let's roll this.
I've come out here, sit in my vehicle, waiting for my shift to happen, and I hear about 4 or 5 shots. And when I got out, I see the guy run out, and my concentration was on him until I saw the back door kick open and the guy fall out bleeding. So my concentration went to him, and I took my belt off, wrapped it around his arm. He had another hole in him. I tried to plug that until the police got here.
How long were you with the victim? It was a male, right?
Yes.
And was he able to speak? Did you speak to him?
This is right here. It was a dude trying to pass off a counterfeit $100 bill.
$100 bill, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so he ended up opening fire, injuring 2 people. You know what I'm saying?
All over the goddamn chicken.
All over the chicken sandwich, man. Or the chicken, all over the chicken, man. Which Popeyes is on. They own Church's too. But you got the fatally. I'm pulling up the titles right now. You got the fatally stabbed man over the sandwich. He died. This is the first murder over the chicken sandwich.
So he was what, 28, 29 years old?
Something like that, man. You got numerous fights right here. Look, numerous fights. Guys quit on the spot. You know what I'm saying? You got numerous people just waiting in line, just pissed. You know.
I can't believe I'm witnessing something like this. Like, I've never had such poor customer service in my life. And as the manager,
They never a big thing where a chicken sandwich or a Big Mac or burger, anything we had us going, and Pandemonium. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we had to do 1, 2, and 3. Chicken Pandemonium.
Yeah, this the Trilogy, man. Where look at you got the people in there, they pissed, they waiting in line, and it ain't just the black people. You got the Chinese, they want to get in on it. You got everybody want to chase this chicken sandwich. So you can't say there's black people in there waiting for the chicken sandwich too, because everybody want to be a part of the craze.
Everybody want to know what's going on with. I mean, like you say, everything now is clouting, it's trending, you know what I'm saying? Instagram, it's Facebook. So the word get around quick, you know what I'm saying? So if one person said they like the sandwich, and then somebody give it a like, but then they pass it down. I mean, it's gonna go around. So now everybody, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's spreading. So social media plays a big part of involved with this thing too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got it right here. I'm showing a video of one of the customers going off. And let me listen. Hold up, he going off.
he say they never talked to him with respect in
He
here.
quit on the spot.
Oh wow, he just quit.
You get there at 9:30 and they're not ready to serve you, or you not ready to ring up. It's a business. That's how you run a business.
People is pissed up in Popeyes, man.
Just because I'm still here don't mean that this is poor management. Poor management is poor management. Okay, well if you have feelings for her, or if you feel bad for her, go help her. Is what we're saying. Okay, so
And so people are agitated right now. I'm just showing you some clips how people just agitated up at Popeyes right now. And for what reason? They got the long lines. You got the taste buds dripping from your mouth, man. They ready. You know, it's just like remind me of some damn zombies or some vampires.
Exactly. That's the same way I'm feeling, man. Cause I never seen nothing like this before. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just shocking to me to see people just the lines alone just going crazy like that. I mean, it reminds me as long as I've seen lines like that, the way this is back in the day in the crack house era. You know what I'm saying? They were waiting for to purchase crack, not chicken sandwiches. So it's just shocking to me.
Man, you know what I'm saying? So, man, that's why I said let me call T Mizzle, man, again, so you can be a part of this, man. This Chicken Pandemonium 3, we did drop 3 dimes, man, and showing the people how everybody is nutting up. They going around stabbing, murdering, jumping through windows, biting, they biting people's ears. They doing it all. The employees scrapping with each other.
What's going on,
man? Everybody that's watching right now, because we got Aseer about to come on in a minute, man. So you know what I'm saying, and get his take on the Mizzle, man, and see, you know, what the fuck is really going on with all shit.
Exactly, man. You know, he found out the real deal and what's really going on. He got the inside scoop. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sit back and tune in myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't appreciate the call in, dude. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, like you say, man, it's just crazy, man. And I just can't wait to see what the Aseer got to say about this.
Man, we got my man Easy said we got people waiting 2 hours for the chicken sandwich, man. Damn, you don't even wait that long for some J's, do you?
Come on, now, you wait 2 hours for a chicken sandwich. There's nothing wrong with that.
Some shit got damn, man, 2 hours for
2 hours. Hey, that's a whole football game, basketball game, man. You know.
You just sat through a whole basketball game waiting for a sandwich, man. This have to be some type of illness, man.
Got to be.
Damn, man. Man, you already know, Mizzle, man. What else been going on?
Not much, man. Just trying to, you know what I'm saying, keep it, the weather changing now, so yeah, it's wonder well, keep the eyes and ears open, man, because, you know, there's a lot of things that's around holiday season, man, so shit, just want everybody to bring in the season right, have a good holidays and bring in the new year right, man. That's it, man. Other than that, man, Jimmy, you know how it is, man. We just keeping our ears to the street.
Yeah, man, this is topping off the tiers for the season, man, with this chicken sandwich shit, man. This shit gonna go all the way to Christmas, man. Is people gonna wrap up chicken sandwiches for gifts?
Chicken sandwiches for holiday gifts, huh?
Oh, man, I don't even gotta go to the store. Thanks a lot, man. Chris,
10 and 20 of them, man.
You got me what I wanted, man, for Christmas.
You're gonna freeze them up, man. Pass them on, huh?
Friends, you know, man, thanks a lot. You know I always wanted a chicken sandwich, man, for the year. Damn, exactly what I wanted. Like, man, this shit has gotta be the alternate universe.
No way.
Well, shit, man, let me go, man. Well, let me, man, as you already know, it's always good, man, for Mizzle to be on spot, man, with it, man. You already know. Hold up, we having technical difficulties. Hold on. They're trying to mess with our live. Hold on. They doing it all. up. We have difficulties. Hold up. Man, you know what I'm saying? So, man, yeah, man. That's why I said, let me call T Mental, man.
Understand? Everybody do.
Hold on. You're messing up my screen. They don't want me to play it. Look at them. Wow. Okay. Hold up, fans, right now. There seems to be a problem with this video. Man, this shit is pure madness. Pandemonium. You know what I'm saying? We was the first. And as you can check the date, we was the first on the social media to use the word pandemonium. When I first seen it, I thought of pandemonium. Now we got all these other people using the pandemonium. We got news sources. Oh, pure pandemonium. First they was using madness and everything else. But, you know, this is our third video on the chicken pandemonium. So you can go back, watch 1 and 2 where we broke it down. You know what I'm saying? Also, whoever watching right now, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new to this. Also, we got the Cash App down in the description below. You know what I'm saying? Hit it up. You know what I'm saying? For shows that that talk that truth. So I'm about to call up Aseer. Let me see what's going on. Let's see what he get. What's his take on it? Let me see. Oh, Aseer, how you doing?
I'm well, man. How you doing?
Man, we was just talking about this pandemonium with this chicken sandwich that seemed to be storming the U.S., man, and people was just acting crazy. I showed some videos before I called you of body slams, murders.
Somebody got shot.
I mean, it's all fights. You got customers quitting. Employees quitting on the spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
because it's a op, man. Something in that chicken other than chicken, and people still think the FDA or CDC, one of them, they put out a warning that most chicken in the United States contains arsenic based upon how the chicken is how they farm them or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Due to the draconian, for lack of a better word, draconian measures that they use on the chicken itself. They keep them in the same pens, you know what I'm saying? They actually put each one, some of the companies put them in individual cages, you know what I'm saying? And then from the individual cages, they're not allowed to move around. So they develop bed sores, they cage sores, and then you got them defecating on themselves, you know what I'm saying, on top of each other, then they eating that, you know what I'm saying? Then they're killed, then they're slaughtered, you know what I'm saying? Killed and slaughtered and shit, and then what happens? And then, they package it up, you know what I'm saying, and then sell it to people, and people eat it. And then God knows what other people is added to it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Some people is putting chicken, they taking the chicken and they mixing it with pork and beef and all of that. And all of that stuff is contaminated. All of it. You know what I'm saying? So, buyer beware. But I'm just noticing how it's specifically targeted at so-called black people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which then exacerbates the the racial stereotype of us not being able to eat nothing but chicken or going crazy for chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, folks are doing it to themselves, man.
Man. So what do you think? Do you think it's some? To me, it seemed like some big experiment.
Yeah, it's the op.
Because
it's the operation.
This is the second time going around, and you know what I'm saying, this time they really perfected whatever chemical they got into this chicken, because people is going mad right now.
Literally going crazy. Now there's also a such thing as mad cow disease. That's when they take the cow and then feed the cow, feed the cow other cows. So if they're doing that to cows, why ain't they doing that at the chicken? So in essence, you're creating a system of cannibalism in the food and then selling that to people, to humans to eat. But because human beings only deal with spirituality when it comes to the church or the mosque, people is poisoning you and you're paying for it. And the spiritual essence that is being contributed to the murder and the slaughter of these animals and shit is going directly into you. Chemicals and stuff that they pump that choice. So if they feeding cow, why they not feeding chickens brown or chicken? Why wouldn't they do that? The thing is, when you're a human being, like human beings, like cannibals, human beings that eat other human beings, for instance, will develop this thing that is called the Kulu virus, KURU. So a lot of pedo boys and people who deal with that wind up, going crazy because you can't eat people like that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't eat certain organisms like that and expect not to have a spiritual backlash behind that. You understand? So if this happens to humans like that, why would it happen then? Almost like, especially if we was all made by the same creator. See what I'm saying? Like, people think because they walk on two legs that somehow or another that exempts them from any type of karma for what they do to lower beings. You know what I'm saying? And it's to the point now where it's too much. The beef industry is killing the United States. Being used today is not.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, so now, most of the farmland in this country, if not already, is adapted to the use of cows and cattle. And to the point where they'll have acres, they'll have an acre of cow waste. It's just sitting. You know what I'm saying? Where the cows will go and then they'll drain it and they'll all go to this. Imagine a whole lake full of crap, full of cows. And that creates a health situation because that's an excessive buildup of methane that now don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? So nobody's saying like nothing like that. You know what I mean? Nobody is paying attention to none of that. Because they got us in this thing like stuff is always going to be better, stuff is always going to, you know what I'm saying? Or it's always going to be like this or one day it won't be, but I don't see that sense.
Hold on, I think you're a little muffled. We can't hear. Let me see. Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I got you.
Yeah, I don't see people changing. You know what I'm saying? Specifically, you see this thing, obviously, of these people are all bugging out and they all. Yes, but they've been doing this to black people for a little while.
Right, with these experiments.
Remember with Denny's? Everybody, all the black people, all the racist shit that happened in Denny's. Remember that?
Yeah.
Black people getting beat up and shot up in Denny's.
Right.
They was getting all this negative feedback from Denny's. So then it went from Denny's to the Waffle House.
Yeah, all the shootings in the Waffle House. Everybody was fighting in the Waffle House.
Everybody going crazy in the Waffle House. So actually, before the Waffle House in Chuck E. Cheese, everybody started going crazy in Chuck E. Cheese. The motherfuckers getting crazy, shot up and beat up. All that shit in Chuck E. Cheese. And from Chuck E. Cheese, we go to the Waffle House. Now, from the Waffle House, we're going to Popeyes. Alright. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's it like? McDonald's? Like, see?
Yeah.
All in these places that black people frequent. Like black people literally get shot in the Waffle House. If that's not black people going to the Waffle House, no. Black people get shot up in Popeyes or whatever just to get the chicken. Matter of fact, I was watching something the other day behind that, and this lady opened up a chicken sandwich, and it was a fried rat.
Wow.
Straight whole rat.
In a sandwich, in a new sandwich. So you think they, shit, by me watching Dr. Monroe, you think they mutating some meat and that's looking like chicken or what? Because, I mean, shit.
That's what that clone meat shit is. That's what that Impossible Burger thing is. The Impossible Burger will make it impossible is that it's filled with glyphosate. Glyphosate, look that up, Glyphosate. If you look that, you see what it do?
What you say? What?
Glyphosate, I believe it is. Glyphosate.
Oh yeah, glyphosate right here.
Okay, what is that?
Is an herbicide. It's applied to leaves and plants to kill both broadleaf plants and grass. Sodium salt.
That's in the Impossible Burger, bro. That's in the burger.
Wow.
That's in the burger.
So yeah, I mean, if you're eating healthy, you think you're eating plant-based, but they get putting shit in there that that kills plants.
You're eating a plant-based. You're eating a plant that's sprayed with herbicide, and they turn it into a burger for you. And you're eating that in lieu of eating a meat burger. But it's like picking between, cancer and HIV, man. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a disease either way. You know?
Right, man. But you know what I'm saying? They know they trying to capitalize off this new vegan, vegetarian craze.
Organic, all that shit. Yeah.
Organic, all that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Once they jumped on it, once McDonald, all them jumped on it. Look, it started with Monsanto. Monsanto just won the Roundup lawsuit with a black man who proved that in using Roundup, he developed all these lesions on his body. This man won over $358 million. Now, we don't know if he's going to get it all, but the point is that opened up the floodgates for everybody now to go and get their money from the Roundup thing. To the point they got commercials on it on TV. If you ever use Roundup and you receive this, and that, please call this number. You may receive blah, blah, blah. You've seen that commercial.
Right. And my man, I'm showing a picture of my man. He look pretty messed up, man. You know what I'm saying?
But, he opened the way. Now everybody knows his thing. So Monsanto stock plummeted, right? And everybody's picketing Monsanto about everything going, So what Monsanto got to do, or did, was basically, like when a pig shoots somebody and he get off or whatever, they just move him to another precinct. You know what I'm saying? So what happened with Monsanto, they did the same thing. Bayer aspirin. Bayer aspirin just bought them up. So Monsanto is Bayer now. And Bayer is the one that's pumping all of this Impossible Burger and all this other shit. So you see what I'm saying? It's the same devil, just with a different name. And everybody think Bayer, that's the people who make aspirin. No, these are the people, all of these corporations deal in some form of creating something to kill people. If you haven't noticed that. Just think like that. And it's like almost the more people they kill from it, the more that they can just be out here doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing because nobody controls their means of production. So we are all at the beck and call of things like the CDC and the FDA. But the FDA has a standard protocol as to how many roach legs can be added to a Milky Way bar. How much crushed up beetles can be added to Snapple.
Yeah, I've seen something like that. The food allowance or something.
Yeah, how much rat feces can be in chewing gum. And they sell it. You know what I'm saying? All of it. Everything that we think is one thing is the opposite. You see what I'm saying? Because corporations are the possessing the actual people that work in them or for them, and then they become the operators of whatever doom project that's marketed, to the people. So Roundup was marketed as a better herbicide that's less toxic than everything else, but it turned out to be triple the toxicity. You know what I'm saying? About it, but they were still able to sell that. Why? Because they have lobbyists that pay people in politics to be able to allow a certain degree of poison to be pumped to the people. Because each corporation, I wouldn't be surprised if each corporation has a certain quota per year of people they gotta, because the buyer is still a buyer beware thing. So nobody forced you to get these things. Nobody forced you to eat the Impossible Burger. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying? Nobody told, but there were strict regulations to them that they can't have certain things. But like I said, if glyphosate is in the burger, what's in the fries?
I know they were saying like sometimes the grease was having like it was like having plastic in the grease or something because like the fries will have a coating on it.
Yeah. Matter of fact, there was a whole thing with romaine lettuce. You couldn't even eat romaine lettuce, but all of that E. coli. All of it. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
Also, a lot of these food products and stuff, they don't have the same standards that other countries and stuff do, or vice versa. So the stuff that rock here, that won't rock in other places. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know a lot of the processed foods over here is just crazy. We have crazy processed food, but I think China was some of the first country to allow processed food because they have so many people over there, so they had to use some processed stuff.
They got them people. You can go on YouTube and see them making lettuce out of plastic, making chicken out of feces, all types of stuff. Like them they eat anything. They'll do anything. Like when it comes to that. So I don't even, you know what I'm saying? That's why you can't go by that. That's why you gotta stop eating that Chinese food and all that. They've been feeding niggas cats and rats and squirrels for years. People grew up on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what they do. So it's not a stereotype. This is part of what they do. They just busted this spot in New York for that, like 2 weeks ago.
Right here, this is where we got edited right here. So we're gonna push it back to what is it? 3034. Right there.
Do that.
Yeah.
Do that. What you call it? Mormons do that. Who else do that? Jews, Mormons, Hindus, Muslims. You understand? Everybody do that. The only people that don't do that is culturalist blacks. You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you this. If more fathers was doing that, was more concerned about their daughter's chastity, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also have the money because he's been doing that for 18 years. So what's the problem? You see what I'm saying? Like, if he never said nothing, nobody would have known. My thing is, you've been doing this for all these years. Now it's a problem because we live in a society where heterosexual men are the enemies. You see what I'm saying? So any man that has a direct relationship with his daughter and searches and stuff like that, they want to make it like he control her body. But she's 18 now. She could have told that nigga not to go.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's her dad. You know what I'm saying? He just wants to make an attack. Maybe she, save his daughter from the streets. Really,
Concerned about their daughters like that, you wouldn't have a DJ Kid situation where you got 600 plus black women out there playing themselves with this devil, and he done infected all of them. And then that 600 went and infected about another 600 people who don't even know that they was with this nigga. And then those people unknowingly infected another 600 people. So you go 6, 12, 18, 24, 36, 48. So it was about 4,800 people walking around here right now, all affected behind this DJ Kid thing. And it all came from black women who, for whatever reason, put themselves open with this nigga because they didn't probably have no damn father in their life that would take them down and make sure that their hind shit was intact. You understand?
Right,
But I bet you this. I bet you if it came out that T.I. went with his daughter to go get an abortion, then they would talk about how great it is that he's supporting her choice and shit like that. See what I'm saying? That's how sick black
you need fathers out here like that. But it seems like nowadays, You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know I didn't like LeVar Ball and all that, but he was a father in his son's life. So, you know what I'm saying? He could have, like, shut up sometime.
That nigga's there with his kids. You just say he was with the white woman, yes, he did all that, but guess what? He in them niggas' lives, and he fought for them to have whatever they're going to have. So if they have a problem with him, the only reason why they could have a problem is because he opened up the position for them to sell and get a deal to sell $400 sneakers. Whether niggas bought them or not, he still got the deal to do it.
I'm gonna go as far as like that, Aseer, and say too. Most people might like it, but Kanye West, to me, he's a father. He's one of the fewest rappers that I've seen put their dad in the video. Married, he's married. Also, he has, you know, he's not having babies everywhere. You know.
No, he with one chick. I mean, you know, he did his thing, and we already know her history and all that.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, regardless of how crazy and whatever that nigga is, whatever.
Take care of business.
Yeah, with her and that whole side or whatever. Regardless of how crazy and whatever it is, whatever. Like you said, your father, you know what you gotta do with his nutrient is or whatever. And if you choose to involve yourself in his foolishness or whatever, you're gonna do that. But regardless of who or what, the reason why he's able to do what he do, because he always got passion behind what he's doing. Even if you know it's bullshit, he believes it so much that other people who bullshit have to capture and fall into that bullshit and support it. Because nowadays, you don't have to have substance, you just have to have the appearance that you have a course of action, and the sheeple will follow you to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it has nothing to do with that. Like I said with the shot, it had nothing to do. First of all, I ain't even rock with him like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't even feel him like that. But at the same time, I respect his position, again, as a man with his family. And the problem with black folk is we always talking to other people about what we need to do with our children. And we're living in a climate where they want to turn all of your children into transhumans.
Right.
They be transgender, gay, pedo whores, open prostitutes. Like, it don't matter. So long as you produce yourself, you will move ahead like that. And those of us that actually have a certain degree of decorum, self-respect, tact, shit like that, we don't want to put our children in those positions. They had to close the school down the other day because when the school board came and said we're going to start teaching the children about anal sex, 80% of the parents pull their children out.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think that one of my kids' school tried to do that. I didn't even want them to go. I didn't even sign it. I think that was a couple of years at one of my kids' school right here in Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, but then they denying black kids so-called African American studies in school. So you can learn how to get plugged in a buoy, but you can't learn about, you know, where your actual people came from and, you know, what type of thing is. So you're going to have to learn LGBT history before you can learn African history, so-called African history, which is bullshit, but at least it's something. And they denied that. So one is lawful and one other is not. And you mean to tell me black folk, y'all still gonna send y'all children to that school? Like the black chick the other day that whipped her son, and then on tape, on a thing, went to school in front of, he was cutting up about the teacher and whipped his ass up in front of the teacher in the old school and all that. They went and picked her up, and then picked up the kid from her. But here go the thing. Why are you whipping this dude in front of based on some shit that the teacher told? First of all, know how these teachers are, know how the school is, and even if you was cutting them, what gives you the sense? Think about the timing where you are. Notice your surroundings. You're not in a position, especially in that position, to be able to discipline them. How even if you did and then it's almost like she was showing out for the teacher.
Yeah, I'm playing the video as you talking, man. I've heard.
In line for the teacher. But the thing is, the teacher now looking at her crazy, she probably want to call the fucking ACS on. All because you're trying to show out for these people to show them that you're the type of black woman that can discipline your talent. You ain't got to do this and that. Now look where you at. Now your talent ACS. Hopefully somebody in the family can come and get him so that way he don't become a victim of the human trafficking that's going on in these child welfare state-run
galaxies and
human farms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Because nobody stands up for nobody. Well, that's not true. People stand up for their own thing. But when it comes to Asiatic black, so-called black people, they're at odds with everything except including themselves. And they have no means of protecting themselves because they have all opted into this shit. Now, I'm not trying to say that we should be secretarian. What I'm saying is we were supposed to have time for ourselves to get our own thing together. We will never be together as a people if we're always around other people telling us how we should be around them.
Yeah, man, the way I'm looking at this video, man, she's snatching them up, man, and just, I haven't seen this video, but I heard about it. This is my first time seeing this video.
So they say, oh, well, we need black men in the house to be them more there for their families and their children and shit. Yeah, but then when the black man's in the house and you know what he's supposed to do, then you're going to shit on him and tell him you're trying to control the baby. You're trying to control her. Was you paying for her gynecologist doctor visits from the time she started her period to now? America? No. T.I. was doing that.
Right.
Shut the fuck up. Period. Shut up. None of y'all niggas don't touch on because the Jews do the same thing. The Hindus do the same thing. The Chinese do the same thing. In Africa, there's certain tribes where you got to give up to get the woman. And the other opposing family that is marrying, she the one who do the examination. This shit ain't new. Everybody with nationalities do that. Make sure that they daughters is virgins up until the time that they get married. That ain't no crime. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what chastity is. But they done turned so many of our women into hoes and so many of our men into pimps that we don't even know what it is to actually care about the physical insides of our children. We don't even know what it means to teach them certain things about morality. Not to have it. When I look back on it now, if I'd have listened to my mother and my father when they told me, look, wait till you're 18 to have sex. Don't have sex early.
Right.
I should have listened to that. Because they was right. You understand? But at 16, 15, 13, I wasn't trying to hear none of that. Like the rest of these niggas, that's what you do as a youth. You understand? But at the same time, it get to a point where I started to realize earlier on that these chicks around here that I'm trying to be with, they not even ready. They not even, if I'm not ready, they definitely not ready. But we doing it anyway. You know why? Because there was no rites of passage in my community. The rites of passage in our community was who went to jail, who was going to sell crack, who was going to rap, who was going to play ball, and who was going to get a square job. That's it.
Wow, man. Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in other cultures, in other nationalities, they had circumcision ceremonies. Old Moorish shit. They have what they call what Jews call bar mitzvahs, but situations but see in the South they'll have it, but it'll be still caught up in either some low key Freemason thing, what they'll call cotillions. Like they would have like cotillions or coming out parties or homecoming. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
See? But low key, those were supposed to be original indigenous rights and that system we were supposed to go to welcome our youth to adulthood. You understand? But now all of that's taken away and we have adopted all of their customs and the way that they do shit, and that's not how we form.
Yeah.
I can't train a cat to be a dog, man. I can't train a dog to be a cat. I can get the dog to act like a cat. I can get the cat to act like a dog. But it will never be a dog if it's a cat. It will never be a cat if it's a dog. It will never be a man if it was born a woman. And it will never be a woman if it was born a man. It can appear as that, but even with the looks and the thing and all that, it could be the finest woman in the world. If it was born a man, it's always going to know that it's a man. You understand?
Right.
And what they have done is created a world where if I, a rational human being who was raised to think rationally, who went to school, dropped out but went to school, you understand? Read books, understands cognitive reasoning, the difference between cognitive reasoning and cognitive dissonance. And so I know if it was started, so look, if you eat a grape, right? Your body is not eating a grape. If you eat a raisin, your body is not breaking down a grape. You understand?
Right.
Wine is still just drinking grapes that became wine. You understand? But you would not. But can you have wine without grapes?
They tried, but they failed. No, you can't fabricate it.
You see? So when you say they, the people that tried to create wine without grapes, those are devils.
Yeah.
The people that try to create fruit with no seeds, those are devils. The people who try to get me to be down on myself because I know in my heart what I am, those are devils.
But I know, because I'm a chef. I took wine and spirits class, and they said because wine is tricky. You have to have like climate, altitude, soil, rain. It's all kind of shit, man. And that's how you get wine. You can't. They've been trying in laboratories for years, trying to perfect how can we make fake wine.
Spirits, wine, bourbon. We created all of that. Jack Daniels was created by a black man. Understand?
Right.
Who they say is a slave, but again, you can't go by what these white people call you. They will call you everything but a child of God. And it's all about whether you answer to that or not. This has nothing to do with reality. This has to do with those people who are buying into the fiction. And the fiction says that everybody can have equal rights except so-called black people. Everybody can have legislation to protect them against racial reparations except so-called black people. Why? Why is it only them that are targeted and put projectively at the bottom? Why? It could only be because this place belonged to them. It's the only reason. It has nothing to do with any of this. They're trying to get rid of as many of us as possible before they out of here. And leave as many people messed up so when they gone, we got more problems to deal with. This ain't got nothing to do with us. It has to do with us in the sense that we are an obstacle for their total control of the world. That's what I think. That the heterosexual so-called black male is the last line of defense of humanity. And everybody deep down know that. But because there's no political interest and because the black male won't get off his ass and stop being a black male and stop being blackmailed, see, he's going to perpetually just go along with whatever system he's in. So if he knows the chicken is going to kill his children and himself, is he going to stop eating the chicken? 85% of them won't. See what I'm saying? 5% of us will. See what I'm saying? Is he actually going to be so great? We want black men in the house. We want them to be in their daughter's life, but we don't want them to exert any kind of control over them. You see how crazy these women are? They're crazy. They're crazy.
I know. I got a story right here. I think where a guy was enslaved and forced to work at a restaurant in South Carolina.
Only worked here 10 years. What up, G?
Yeah, and it took them like 2.5 years to even charge this man with to sentence this man. And this is the guy right here. I'm showing a picture of the guy that was enslaved. He seemed like he had a little slight mental problem, but they said they kept him.
He was mentally thin.
But this is the guy right here, the white guy that enslaved him. You know what I'm saying? And
enslaved them in 2000, just like they enslaving all these black people in Libya now. You hear any Africans talking about Libya? No. You hear the mainstream talking about Libya? No. You see anything? No. Because it's okay now. Everybody's okay with it. Obviously, because they ain't doing shit about it. Africans ain't doing nothing about it. African Union ain't making no legislation against that. They ain't forming no invasion force to go in there and shut that down. You know why? Because Europe is involved. And anything that Europe is involved with, the Africans is down with. Because the African leadership, as it stands, is supporting of the West. They let these people do what they want. Because really, they think that they're part of them. Look at the African leader bank accounts. Check them, man. Most of their bank accounts is in Europe. Most of the African leaders, the countries that they presidents of, they not even from there. What's his name? Mugabe was from like Zaire or Zambia or something.
Right.
He wasn't from Zimbabwe. You know what I'm saying? Like what's up with that? You know what I mean? Like the last president of Angola, like he wasn't even from Angola like that. But again, man, when Chinese people went into captivity and came out, they came out Chinese. When Japanese people went into internment, they came out Japanese. When the Americans got kidnapped by the Vietnamese or whatever, they came back out, they were still United States. You know what I'm saying? When the black people went into slavery, they came back out as what? They went in as Moors or whatever their nationality was, came back out at the end what it is now. We don't even know. You think that's normal? You think that happened to everybody? No, it only happened to us. Only us. But we act like what? So if these attacks is only happening in Popeyes chicken, then it must be some sort of rational mind would say there's either something in the chicken, right? They're either being paid, whatever it is that they're doing, these acts of violence, or there's something in the actual chicken place itself that they turning on some frequency shit that's driving the people in there crazy. Either way, the culprit seems to be the chicken. It seems to be revolving around that. So, if you don't want to have those issues, all you got to do is not eat the chicken. Or not solicit Popeyes. You see how easy it is? You see how easy? Nobody's forcing these Negroes in there. These Negroes are going in there with a certain expectation for whatever about this so-called chicken. But why is it only targeted to them? That's the question. And nobody's answering. If we've already proven, type up the thing with the guy, with the black man that found that as a team that they was added to the Sprite and everything to make the frogs gay.
You said, hold up. You said
as a team makes frogs gay. Black scientists finds as a team turns frogs gay.
Black scientist frogs gay. Okay, let me see.
You see it?
Let me see. Hold up, I'm trying to.
Black guy with an earring. He's a scientist.
Tyrone Hayes.
There you go. See?
Okay. I'm trying to put the frogs. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, he was at. He went to Berkeley or something.
Yep.
Tyrone.
And he hired him. The company hired him to do tests on whatever it is that they were doing for some beverage drink they was doing. And he found that they had a high concentrate of azatine. When he tested the azatine on frogs and shit, the male frogs started to exhibit homosexual behavior. And so he then found that the doses that they was putting or whatever they was doing with this thing was going in and was actually could have the potential to actually turn people gay. Okay? And he thought that it was a health hazard that they shouldn't do it. And when he brought them the findings, they sealed the findings, paid him, and then put him under a gag order. That if he said anything about it, they try to lock him up. Now, right after that, type in Army creates a gay bomb.
Yeah, I know about the Army, the gay bomb.
All of this goes hand in hand. All of this is the same thing. All of this is about manipulating our natural means and need to procreate with man and woman. And to make it all about how males, heterosexual males, specifically black male, well, it's really white males we're talking about. They too pussy to go at them, so they always put it on us. And the black women jump on that. Not all black women, the brain dead black women that believe that based on the messed up niggas in their life that they went through, that all niggas is like that. Like black people believe that there are no fathers in the house. They still believe that shit when there was a report that came out that said that was never true. Despite all the jail, despite the abortion, despite the gay shit, despite all of that, black males are the number one fathers when it comes to the rearing of their children. That nobody's more nurturing than them, but nobody's talking about that study. Because that don't go with the narrative of these quote-unquote woke niggas that is really just the ones out there here that's setting us up for the fire. All these jokers gonna be the same ones laughing us right into hell. Making all these comedies and all this bullshit. And none of these guys do anything to promote images of you that make you, empower you as you really are.
Yeah, I got a credible source right here, the BBC, the Gay Bond, U.S. pondered love not war. So yeah, this is credible right here, BBC. We on the BBC right now.
There you go. Now, when we say credible, we got to remember all media outlets after the takeover of the conglomerates and their agreement to post and funnel certain aspects of yellow journalism. This went all over the planet.
Mm-hmm.
So the BBC, CNN, Fox, all of that, they'll put in real news and fake news. But you got to remember that all of it essentially is censored. That's why Edward R. Murrow was so-called hero to them, because he was one of the only prophets that really fought against that and wound up murdering him. That's why I call him the father of radio. Down with all that shit. But,
so right here, I got it's an article that says military wins an IG Nobel Peace Prize for a gay bomb.
See? Now, if it's so we just said that it's a military occupation. So you see, so it could be something to say that it wouldn't be far-fetched to extrapolate that they've been using tactics with this drugs that we just proved exist, that they've been using militarily, that they've been putting in food. And we could say that those communities that are targeted with this have been a preponderance of that. And because most of these communities, as they say, have no father in the house, right?
Right.
They're being raised by these women, and these women are working however many hours a day. So who's feeding children? See, the children is eating as teenagers, everything that's messed up or whatever. And then boom, now there's no male role model. There's nobody there to really give them that other than the rap videos and the niggas on the corner or whatever. So these niggas turn gay. And they believe that the reason why they created the gay bombs, they say that a populace that's where the males are predominantly homosexual are easier to pacify. That's what it says in the brief. Therefore, homosexuality is weaponized. Transsexuality is a weaponized means against the so-called minority or heterosexual communities. It is, because they're waging war on you. They already directed their flag, right? They're forcing your children to do it, to go to class and get forced indoctrination, right?
Right.
And black people still sending their kids to school to do that instead of setting up their own schools, instead of staying home and teaching them your damn self. Oh, well, what we going to do about money? What we going to do about this? I knew a dude who was a Mexican, and he lived in a crib with his children, his wife, his children, with 4 other Mexican families in a 2-bedroom apartment. Right now, that was 4 years ago. Right now, all of them families got their own house.
Yeah, man. I mean, I know. I've been around the Africans, the Mexicans, the whole nine, and they, you know what I'm saying. I know we have a house in a certain district in Detroit, and we got some Mexicans around the corner, like you said. It's like 3-4 families, and then they done bought it in the hood, but they just put a gate around it.
Stay in there, and each one of them families got their own house now.
Right.
From all of them living in a 2-bedroom apartment to all of them living in that. You know how many black people I know today that I grew up with that lived in the projects, that when their family died or mother died, they inherited the apartment, that they still in the projects?
What is that, Aseer, man? Because why is we one of the only people on earth that won't stay with each other or work with each other, live in the same buildings? You know what I'm saying? Buy a house together in families and live 3-4 families live in there. I mean, what's wrong with that?
Because we haven't accepted the fact that we are on our own. We are on our own. We are preyed on by every race on the planet, including our own. We have no help. We have no thing other than ourselves and our belief in ourselves and our faith in whatever creator we know brought us in this position to rise above it. I think through the 243 years of direct indoctrination and the disassociation and the forced amnesia that is now perpetuated through history and the lack of actual real history of our people here be able to put into practice. So you always talk about history, yes, because everything that happened then depends now. They're using a document from 200 years to talk about how to kick your ass now. So if they can use that to do that, why can't I use it to defend myself? You see what I'm saying? Everything that you are seeing around you is based on something that was already there. Therefore, everything is historic. Everything comes from something that was. The world didn't be born, and it ain't gonna stop when we leave. The only thing we can do is affect the outcome while we're here. All we have to do that now is the present, the moment. But that moment can be exacerbated by what we know of where we came from and how to actively apply that in terms of things like estates and trust, group economics, you see what I'm saying? Community, private community, municipalities, gay communities for black people. You all can do that because we all can do that because we are also descendants or remnants of the several states by law. The devil know all of this. But when we try to apply it without us being in a unit, then we all can be picked down individually. The Chinese the other day, you can type this up. Chinese, some pigs shot somebody in China, and like 50,000 people showed up and killed the police. This is last week or week before last. They have pictures. It looked like a straight revolution over there. And this was for like the 3 police officers. Now imagine. You understand? If we had the verve to actually stand up for one another when these pig shooters down in the street. See, all of it is really, in my opinion, they're trying to pump the Brentwood doctrine, what they call the Northwoods doctrine, all of these old stuff we grew up watching, David Icke stuff about the Global 2000, all of that, all of these Rex 84, all of this BS that they've been doing. They're trying to foster the race war before they off the planet. You see, they need a big push to force us to fight back, so that way they can feel justified in what they're doing. Now realizing that them doing that, the whole world now is over for them. The whole world turns against them. See, it's a waiting game. The whole world, most of the world love us, right? However, they don't respect us because we haven't done anything to respect ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Meaning that we haven't stepped up the way we're supposed to in our own name and do it. Because we are Americans. We are the original Americans. They are citizens of the United States. They are all citizens of Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. did not exist before America. You understand? Washington, D.C. came to exist in 1871. You understand? The Republic of America was founded back in 3100 B.C. Okay? By Hannibal Bay. Look it up. There's a book called Periplus. And he talked about how he came over here and set it all up. This is how far back we go here. And even before then.
What's the name? You said the name of the book is what?
Periplus by Hannibal Bay. Peripus.
Peripus?
Plus, I believe. Periplus. By Hannibal Bay. The grandfather of Hannibal Barker.
Okay. Maybe I'm spelling it wrong. P-E-R, hold on.
Just type in Hannibal Bay. Hanno Bay. Or book by Hannibal Bay. It'll come up.
Oh, Hannibal Bay. Got Hannibal Bayer. Hannibal?
B-E-Y.
Yeah, no, Bay. They got Hannibal Bayer that's coming up. Okay, Hannibal Bay.
Hannoby.
Yeah.
Wrote a book called Periplus.
Periplus is not coming up. Let me see if type it. Let me see if the books are coming up. But yeah, let me see. I don't know why my internet is running slow today, but this is
So good, but yeah, when you read that book, you'll see he was over here doing what he did, and he left record of that in the annexation and reuniting this part of the world back to the other part of the world. And that's a historic legal document that I've actually used to prove ancient domiciliary on this hemisphere, and they had to let what they was trying to get at me with go. Because in order for them to have jurisdiction, they have to have your consent. That consent is either given through tacit or through acquiescence. I have not acquiesced my consent of myself to them or to anybody. So, according to them, as Moorish Americans, we are subjects of a foreign power. Them, as citizens of the United States of 1871, they are subject to. You see what I'm saying? The subject of is different than a subject to. And they know this.
Man.
However, our people don't unite around a national identity. Therefore, we are always picked off because we are listed as undesirables, also as non-descendables, also as stateless people, also as straminious homos. These are just different words that they use to describe the type of lawless, culturalist people that they have turned us into, that we have allowed ourselves to become. And this only happened within the last 8 years, man.
Man, I know.
White folk used to be scared of that.
Have you ever got a chance to check out that new Watchmen?
Oh yeah, the TV show. Yeah.
So what do you think about with the race card that they playing?
I wrote a book called The Dark Scope for 18, and in my book I had a whole section dealing with the Tulsa thing. So I'm low-key considering litigation against these niggas. I think they might have peaked it, because in reading that part of my book and adapting it to this, because anybody who read The Dark Scope for 18, you know what I'm talking about. But long story short, reading the original Watchmen, like I'm a comic book guy. I read the Watchmen when it came out in 85, 84. You know what I mean? I used to work at a comic book store called Forbidden Planet when I was a kid. And I remember when that book came out. And I remember I didn't really understand what was going on in it until like 10th grade. When I did the knowledge to it, it really gave me a different perspective of superheroes, because the Watchmen is a deconstructionist understanding of superheroes. The problem with the Watchmen, did you see the Watchmen movie?
Yeah. Well, I collect the Watchmen comic books and all that. Yeah.
You already know, right? So the Watchmen movie was cool, but the problem I had with it was great in terms of the adaptation. It was just like reading the comic book. The problem, though, was the context that they put it in. The characters in the Watchmen were all human beings. You know what I'm saying? Except for Dr. Manhattan, who represented Amen from Kemet, the blue god from Kemet, who's also Malak Tars, another ancient deity worshipped by the Kurdish people. They call him the Peacock King. But anyway, the premise of the Watchmen, with the initial heroes, the comedian, Rorschach, Night Owl, whatever, it was really a way to show how people with privilege or who feel that they've been wrong create personas to then control shit. That's basically the rule of it. So in the very beginning of the Watchmen movie, remember when he came in the beginning and he's there to kill the comedian and they fighting?
Yeah.
Remember when the comedian punched the wall?
Yeah.
His hand through the wall? That's where it all went foul for me. Because when he did that put me as the watcher, as the viewer, into, okay, in this world these niggas got superpowers. But that's not how the comic book was. In the comic book, only Manhattan had the superpowers, and you didn't really see that until towards the end.
Right.
So once that happened, it changed the context of the movie from the comic now. Because now we're in a world now where these niggas are superheroes, right? They fighting, but then we're getting more caught up in the stylized aspect of who they are. You know? I'll get you some.
And so what about now? Like, shit, man. Rorschach was one of my favorites too. What about now they using him as a white?
Rorschach was a bitch. Rorschach was a racist. That's why in the seventh being turning them into the new Klan, I could understand, because when you really look at Rorschach, he didn't use the word nigger and shit like that, but how he was written, you could see he just really didn't feel anybody that was not honest about who they were.
Right.
So, you see See what I'm saying? Whereas in the comic book, it made it seem like, in the movie, it made it seem like he was more like affectionate with these niggas than he really was. He was all about the work. So in this series now, that's supposed to see the difference also with this series. The series is taking place after the comic book, not the movie. So you got to read the comic to see that in the movie they said they turned it where Dr. Manhattan was the one that destroyed everything.
Yeah.
But in the comic book, that's not what happened. In the comic book, Ozymandias, who in the TV show now is played by Jeremy Irons, he got all of these psychics and scientists together to create an entity. And then from that, bring them down, manifest that entity, and the psychic weight of it was so heavy that 3 million people died. And so because people believed that it was an alien, that's what brought everybody together. But it was really almost like a giant squid almost, which is really now also a symbol of Cthulhu. Because the guy that wrote this thing, Alan Moore, is a deeper cultist, and he has various versions of the Necronomicon, and I think he also talks about how he worships Cthulhu and shit. So this is also them about bringing transcendent doctrine to the people. So on the TV show, in them making the Rorschach, but they're looking at it as a race thing, I'm looking at it more on a mean that this is
Hold up, we losing you, Aseer.
they want to get our people caught up in the race war shit. Because most of our people didn't even know that what happened in Black Wall Street. That's what people, when they read my book, The Dark School for 18, that was a part that really affected people in that book. So when I saw this on the thing, I'm like, wow, these niggas, somebody really read my shit. But they put it in a different context where I could see the similarities. But in doing that, I know when I put it in my book what I was trying to do. I was trying to remind people that this happened, but also that this could happen again. And so the juxtaposition now, where it went from what happened in Black Wall Street to the future now where the police is the black man, and he's now fighting, rounding up the Klan. You see, like in Nixonville where they had all the poor white people, based upon a racial act that said that anybody that was a victim of racial violence, the perpetuators of that and their descendants would be persecuted. And that's where we find ourselves in this TV show. Honestly though, I don't think they're gonna keep it going. Because it's too on the spot, you know what I mean? It's too on the pulse of what's happening right now. And sometimes when they do that, they gotta like draw it back real quick. You know, but in terms of a continuation of the comic, I think it's a good adaptation so far. You know, I had to watch it again though to really see what they was doing. But I can see how it is. You know.
Yeah, I know. They said the first day it premiered, it got like 1.5 million views. But after they seen the race baiting and the race card, they lost a lot of fans. But I think that's untrue.
Yeah, it's untrue.
You know,
they're always gonna undercut anything with us in it like that. That shows us in a positive light or what actually happened. See, nobody can have sympathy for us. They always gotta make it like we put ourselves in this position, which we kind of did in a certain aspect, but they definitely been using the puppet strings from then on. So I think they're definitely going to
then they got Regina King to play in it. You know what I'm saying, as the hero. You know, and so she wears the black mask. You know.
Yeah, and you know, like I said, it's a like I said, I would tell people, even if you don't read comics, you read the Watchmen, the graphic novel, you'll see what I'm saying. You'll see the parallels of what's happening today. But like I said, the guy that created this whole thing, remember, this whole thing was basically done as an ode really to Cthulhu. Okay, so really, we're all basically, even when we read it or not, all basically not contributing to this rise of this entity that he created, this story and everything to celebrate. But when you know better, you do better. So that's why it's good to know the origin of things, so you don't wind up worshiping the wrong God. You know what I'm saying?
So he said that the real Rorschach name was a real Nazi scientist?
Well, the Rorschach test, that came from the test, the ink blot test, that was developed in places like Germany and all of that. But Rorschach, what made him Rorschach was that he took the test and made a mask where the face would move with it, so it always looked like a different ink blot. You see what I'm saying? But it was actually a test, a psychological test.
So what is that guy like? I don't understand on the Watchmen, the guy with the clones.
Okay, that's Ozymandias. He in the comic book, he was the guy. He basically, each character is like an archetype of another. So Ozymandias would be Iron Man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Night Owl would be like Batman. Rorschach would be like Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Manhattan, that's like Superman. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and then the chick, who was now the cop in it, she used to be the chick, Sally Jupiter. She now is the daughter of the comedian in the comic book. The comedian was like the
I know the comedian. So the daughter, the cop daughter, you talking about the one that's investigating?
That's the comedian's daughter. Yeah, that's Sally Jupiter. That's the chick from the movie who was the chick who was the superhero chick with them. She grew up after everything happened in the movie or the comic and wound up working for the government, just like her father did. Just like the comedian.
Yeah, I need to go back and read it. I haven't read the Watchmen in years, man, because you know what I'm saying? Wow.
Even in the real world. In the real world, you don't got time for that, but for the most part, the overall premise of it, or the overall thing, is really about black folks is about to be empowered again. And things like Black Wall Street and things like that they say was a riot was actually a coup d'etat. And that coup d'etat across the whole country. And all of the black republics and towns and municipalities that had their own people and their own thing, all of them were shut down and burnt out and ran off. And then Caucasian people came in there under what they call the Lieber Code or order, I think it's order 120 or 220, something, Lieber Code. And they came in there and then reorganized the republic into a democracy that would be protected by the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan, or what they refer to as the Magna Carta Union Society of States. You want more on that? Get a book called Clock of Destiny by Charles Mosley Bay. Peace be upon him.
Wow, man, wow.
So the KKK, as we understand it, is actually an organization. It's a religious, civic, body politic, and corporate based on tenets that the modern science is based on. Like their holy book is called the Quran. Okay? And matter of fact, Obama spoke at the funeral of the Imperial Grand Wizard that backed him to become president.
Yeah.
The niggas still talking about how he the best thing since sliced bread. Right now, Comcast is trying to challenge the Civil Rights Act of 1866, which is 135 years worth of civil rights thing, because they're trying to get black folks to actually have to describe what race they are, which would undo that act. And the DOJ, Department of Justice, is backing them because if black folk have the right now to exist without being erased by law, that is a matter of national that could be a threat to national security. Not the nationals, but to them as the people who are holding the nationals hostage as U.S. citizens.
Yeah, I got Obama right here at the Grand Dragon.
Citizens, i.e. shadow property.
Wow, the Senator, you said Senator Byrd, right? What is it? The Grand Wizard? I got Obama at the Grand Wizard's,
That's right.
Let me see, this one
right,
is...
man. That's what I'm saying, guys. That's why I like it, because see, we talk about be real, but I feel it's too. You know what I mean? A lot of these pundits and these people that's out here talking about, they're not talking about no solutions with this stuff. But it's all based on us doing what we're supposed to do for our own people from a national perspective.
Robert Byrd was the Grand Dragon. Robert Byrd.
And you have black people who are being paid or they believe that they're everything else other than what they are. So, in lieu of that, they'd rather be black because at least then they could get some crumbs off the white man's table. And by the white man, I believe that. How come we don't have no red table talk with Jada and the rest of these niggas talking about how this one Caucasian demon could come and have sex with over 600 black women and give them all multiple diseases, set them up to be human trafficked and everything else, and ain't nobody talking about that? You know the T.I.? You see how sick? Dude, they sick. Anybody coming out saying anything about that, they sick, bro. And they want to infect all of us with that BS. And we all ain't drinking that Kool-Aid, bro.
I know. My cousin has sent me I wish I can find it. I don't know that they erased it, but it was some on one of the social media sites she sent me to where in Atlanta area they put a lot of signs like, you know, looking for teens to work.
Notice that, right? And it's always black women. It's always little black women, little black girls, little black boys. We the only ones that can't get that because we the only ones whose organs they want. EU melanin, black people melanin is like $3.85 a gram or something like that. Theo melanin, which is white people melanin, is $0. There's no price for it. Nobody wants that shit. They only want the harvest in our organs. That's why if anybody listening, y'all got a DMV card or driver's license, go there and tell them niggas to take you off the automatic voter registration and take you off the automatic organ donor. Because if you get caught up, they're going to open you up a ticket before your family know anything. Fill you up with paper.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. They got a lot of, there's a lot of sex trafficking going on right now, especially in the Atlanta area. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of weird stuff been going on in the last few years with hangings and missing women.
And we're in the last month of Jason City. November's the last month, so they're going to get it all in right now before the next holiday, before Thanksgiving, but they also go out to the
Wow, man, that's it. Truth Talk, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit that that like button. You know what I'm saying? We also got the Cash App right there down in the description below. That helps the continuation of the show. But man, Aseer, man, this is some deep shit, man. That's been going on. And this has been a crazy year, 2019. And 2020 is right around the corner.
Well, the year started, for us, the year started in March. That's when all real people celebrate the new year. The year started in March and spring. And to usher that in, they started with the Nipsey Hussle thing, like on the 31st. So, through Asiatics, how many years in March? So January is this business year.
Wow. Yeah.
So we have one calendar, they doing things on a whole nother calendar.
Yeah, they doing stuff on a whole nother calendar. They got their own calendar, man.
Yep.
Wow.
It's a perversion of our.
That's some deep stuff, man.
So the trade war with China, United States right now used to be the bitch with low-key skirmishes going on right now in the South Pacific Sea. But Japan sees the ship a little while ago, and China sees the British ship after we away.
Hold up, I think we're getting muffled right here. Okay.
I believe that there was they've been seizing ships from one another, like it's heating up.
Yeah, the Chinese trade war, you know what I'm saying? They
Chinese opened up 16 police stations in Africa.
Yeah, they grabbing ports and everything. The China grabbing ports and everything. So, and I know they looking towards Greenland.
You know what I'm saying? The Africans is they're doing what they do. When it comes to their own people, huge technological strides is being made in Africa. young brother over there just created a way to convert plastic into gasoline to power cars. There's like a whole fleet of African cars that's just as good, if not better than Benz and all of that, but we would never know about it. One of them is called the Kantaka, I believe it is, and there's another one, there's a couple of them. And they have huge strides, but Africa is right now being, it's always been carved up, but now it's being regulated between the African Union, the East African Union, and, you know, the corporations and political people that have whatever associated with it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, they still paying France and Belgium and all of them money for colonialism. To this day, they still pay.
That's messed up.
Don't see no heavy. Look at them done.
Hold on, I think we're losing this. Hold up. Yeah, that's me. Now, what you say?
I said, yeah, they got Ghana opened up a right of return thing, but I think that's also predicated with the U.S. involvement over there. So I don't think that's something that the African nations are just openly up doing to all so-called African Americans, because most African Americans ain't from Africa. We keep looking at the world as it is today, broke up. But we were here when all of our people were one.
Hello? Hold on. Aseer, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Cultural people take their culture, their ancient past, and bring it to modern day, and are able to use those that ancient past laws and mores to govern themselves in whatever society they in today. The only people that aren't able to do that are so-called black people, because they have no unified identity. So you'll have certain communities of blacks that can do that, like the Gullah Geechee community, or certain Islamic communities and stuff. But for the most part, most black Americans fall under the jurisdiction of whatever situation or whoever they are under. But that's not the same for other people in those communities around them. But they wouldn't know because they don't govern their own communities. See what I'm saying? They integrate into other communities. Why was the Integration Act only targeted at black and white people? Think about that. When allegedly white people was discriminating against everybody. How come it was only about taking black people out of their homegrown communities and busing them to white communities? But they didn't take the white kids and bust them to the black communities, did they? No. But the black people in those poor black communities, which weren't poor black communities, as we see with Black Wall Street and stuff, had their own educational system, their own teachers, their own engineers and all that. And now they were now, even though they were not part of mainstream so-called white America, because the white people were actually in worse positions. They had now taken over the government, the state governments and stuff, but they had no means of running the production. So they had to force black people into sharecropping and shit like that, for terrorism, the KKK, and other organizations to facilitate this movement up north to keep them from forming their own communities. And then by the time that the coup d'etat formally happened, started in Wilmington, Virginia, and ended up in Tulsa and everywhere in between, we get the foment of us now being broken up and forced, and now becoming migration, forced to basically migrate. So if I grew up in the north, I would go down south. If I was in the south, I would go up north. See what I'm saying? If I was in the west, I would go east. If I was in the east, I would go west. And then while all that happened, that's when they created all the different acts: the Indian Citizenship Act, the Racial Integrity Act, the Jim Crow Act, all of these different acts in between to govern our movements, to keep perpetual control of us at all times. Don't you notice you just yell sometimes, but white people just want to just tell you what to do for no reason?
Yeah, man, they just, man, or they get angry at some shit, man, sometimes, and you know what I'm saying, or they expect.
When you don't pay them no, or you got mind enough to speak for yourself, don't tell me what to do. Because they used to it. Because it's a huge segment of our population, when when these things happened, agreed that it was better for them to integrate in and become the talented 10th, meaning the secret conglomerate of upwardly mobile blacks, who would then keep the rest of everybody in line. This is where we get the Boule and the talented 10th and the Jack and Jill and the Greek sororities and the fraternities and the what you call it, this whole system. This whole system of that, yeah, might have been kings back then, but we don't have no connection to that now. Meanwhile, Jews is having festivals where they clowning their children, and you know what I'm saying? What you call it? Indians is having whole fucking ceremonies, processions, doing all the shit we used to do for one another.
Wow.
What we doing? Just going to church on Sunday, which is not even the God's day. The Pope came out and told y'all niggas that Saturday, Sunday is not the holy day. Holy day is Friday. So anybody that's going to church on Sunday is under my jurisdiction. He actually said this. Is that going to stop black folk from going to church on Sunday? Nope. Nope. Better I worship the Pope than worship the God within myself.
Wow, man, yeah. And then the Pope in the end prays down to a black Jesus baby. We got pics of him.
Yeah. We got pics of him with the black man on the cross. I.e. showing us that the black man is the Christ that this world is sacrificing every day. And black folk is okay with them doing it. I seen a Christian preacher in Africa had 5 women bent over butt naked, and he put his finger and his middle finger in his mouth and say a prayer, and then by him inserting his finger into each one of their vaginas, that means they're going to get a good husband one day. This is the type of stuff they're doing with black people. I seen a mega church, from some mega church here in the South, where this preacher was literally walking on people. All the people laid down on the thing, he walking on them to give them grace. And this is black people doing that to one another. So, until they could get that stuff, I'm telling you nothing about Allah or Noble Jew Ali or nothing, or nationality or nothing. Y'all got way too much stuff to get together. You're going to be coming at people who know who they are and trying to get them to doubt that. That's why I'm at. I'm for any so-called melanated being in whatever sector group you're in. If you upwardly mobile and you doing what you need to do for your melanated people, and you following the divine creed, which is love, truth, peace, freedom, justice, and equality, whether you're a Moorish American or not, whether you're a Moor or not, whether you believe that you're Asiatic or not, or whatever, I'm down for you. I'm supporting you. I'm praying for you. Because you're all I got. You're all we got. Nobody is coming to help us. No Africans, no Israelite, nobody. So anytime you see a group and this group is there and they telling you that you can't be with them because of this or that, you don't need to be down with them. They're trying to control you. We Moorish Americans are supposed to practice love, truth, peace, justice, and equality. So whatever you believe, if we are in unit against the devil, I'm down with you. You ain't gotta pray 5 times a day and you ain't gotta do none of that stuff I do. But if we can agree that this entity is the enemy, then we can work. That's it, because the white man don't give a damn what color a white man he is, what type of white man he is. If he's in a situation where it's a bunch of melanated people and it's just he sees one other white person, guess what? He's going to go rip up with them. And they're going to talk about what it's like to be the minority in the situation. And if any white people tell you that they're not, these are the same ones that's going to be the ones giving you AIDS and killing you and all of that. Because when black men and black children and black women get shot down and killed in the street, I don't see no transgender people marching. I don't see no LGBT people marching. I don't see no Asian people. I don't see none of that. All I see now is Black Lives Matter people, and and most of them is white people now. And most of them is white people. So when I say white, I'm not talking about white in color, W-H-I-T-E. I'm talking about white, W-I-G-H-T. 2 different things.
Man.
HIV. Because we're of the pure line, of the pure thing. They just came out with a report that said that only people who were the first humans, the only humans on the planet are Asiatic people, melanated people. So everybody else are mutants, but descended from Neanderthals. So that is now the fact. So now white people come out and talk about how smart Neanderthals are. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what it is. This is what they do, man. So that's what's up, man.
Yeah, I got, you know, while you was talking, man, I got the Pope. He got the black Jesus on the wall. They passing black babies through Italy. You know what I'm saying? And
everybody love black people. Love to hate black people except black people. Everybody know black people and shit except black people. They still trying to be like everybody else. And then when a black man stand up and say, "This is what I do with my daughter to make sure that she's chaste," so when she gets with a man and gets married, he respects who she is and doesn't treat her like a hoe or whatever, because he know that she's a virgin. He know that I'm involved in her life. Y'all niggas want to come out and say that something wrong with this nigga. When this white man who's got pictures with Serena Williams, Hillary Clinton, DJ Khaled, all these niggas, he done infected over, again, 4,800 people. They say 6, but you got to times that. So if it's 620, you got to do 6, 12, 18, 24, what? 30, 36, 48? That's almost 5,000 people, man, who are infected and affected by this, and man, how great he is for that.
I know.
In taking a life than preserving one.
Well, I know we got Byron Allen. Somebody in the room was talking about Byron Allen. I know his case. I got the chance to listen to him on the Breakfast Club, and man,
13, I think.
That man is some deep, you know what I'm saying? He's into some deep shit, man, right now, man. He's this case right now. I didn't know they took this case. They made the court take the time back to like the 1800s or some shit, he said. To where, you know what I'm saying, they couldn't use real time into the case. They had to take the case, what if it was back in 18 something? He's like, what the fuck? I didn't know they can do that in court.
Oh, yeah. They're trying to go, I told you, they're trying to go against it. They're trying to make it so that way there's no blanket thing against it. So each individual black person got to prove what race they are in order to deal with the services, which goes against the Civil Rights Act that says that you can't discriminate against people based upon their race. So they're trying to overturn an act of 1866 and act like this ain't going to affect everything else. So to do this, then you can take away their voting rights. You see? Because they're still not unified as a people. And remember, all of this is happening right around the census time comes when you got to define who and what you are before they pop off the next year.
Yeah, they really popping off this census stuff, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got the commercials back popping. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's getting crazy. 2020 is stacking up to be a crazy year coming up, man.
There's an unspoken rule that censuses in the ancient times always happened around the time that the government was in decline, when a government or whatever government of the day was in decline, and the new, whether you call it Messiah or whoever was going to come up and bring about a new change. In the Bible, that's...
Wow, man. So, man, we touched on a lot of issues today, man. Let's see, you got anything else, man? How they can get in touch with you?
Thank you. Anybody want to hit me up, you can do so at houseofl@hotmail.com. You can also hit me up at houseofl@hotmail.com, definitely, for consultations or, you know, concerning some of the stuff we talked about. If you want to check out my website, you can go to www.aseerthedukeoftears.com. You could also check out www.cordobaorganics.com. You could also go to www.gumroad.com, GUMROAD.com, and type in Aseer the Duke of Tears in the chat, and a lot of my classes will come up. You can also check me out on YouTube and on Facebook under Aseer Ali Cordoba. What else? Anybody want to send donations? You can do so through Cash App to Prince Charles Rogers L. Money sign DS418. I definitely appreciate it. And again, man, thank you guys for having me on once again. And
No, we like to thank you, man, for the knowledge, man. You already know. Every time you come on, you drop bombs, man. You already know, man. I had to get your take on this the chicken.
For some books people can get on some of the things we touched on tonight, definitely get a book called 10 Years of Secret Diplomacy. Get another book called Secrets of the Temple, deals with banking. Get another book called Secrets of the Temple. If you can get it, I think it's banned in the United States, but if you can't get it, try to get a book called The Trail of the Octopus. Get another book called
Yeah, I got the octopus. The octopus is with the one with the grain. Talking about the Iowa things, right?
Yep. Some other stuff. And again, the octopus again is another symbol of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Anybody want to understand what I'm talking about when get into that? If you're into the occult stuff, you would get books by H.P. Lovecraft. It was another.
You said H.P. Lovecraft?
Agoraphobic racist, but he's a good writer for the books he did write, and then other people took what he did and then expounded on it. But that gets into that. Most of these occultists and Satanists and stuff today, they be practicing these type of cults and stuff that deal with Cthulhu and some of the other old ones that they that will manifest through that. Another book you can get, Medical Apartheid. Another book you can get called When Nations Gather, and Golden Trade of the Moors. Definitely. What else? Sex and Race, to get into the origins of men and people. Volumes 1 and 3.
You said Sex and Race?
Yeah, Sex and Race volumes.
Sex and Race. Oh, you said Sex and Race.
Yeah. Medical Apartheid. Golden Age of the Moor. The Wars in Barbary, definitely. And Othello's Children in the New World. That's a real good one. Don't say that next page.
Man, you said Othello Children?
Othello's Children in the New World.
Okay. And you're dropping some of these books, and some of these books, like, man, I be trying to grab them up while you say them. Othello Children
in the New World.
I spelled children wrong. It might come up.
Also, Primitive Black Nations. Get that book. And then by a guy named Rafinesque. And another book called Ruins of Empire by Count Volney.
You say Ruins of Empire?
Yeah, by Count Volney. And if you want to understand, and if anybody wants to understand this in economics class or anything, they'll probably tell you, but if not, you want to understand the present system and how it's actually going to collapse into it, the benefits and the deficits of capitalism, commerce, and all that. Get us a book by Adam Smith, who they say is Adam Weishaupt, called The Wealth of Nations.
Oh yeah, the Wealth of Nations book. I think I heard of that book too. But a lot of these books, man, when you gotta hit eBay right now, family. Hit eBay, hit Amazon, grab up some of these books, because when Aseer started mentioning them, people start grabbing them up, they start going up. Like,
For real. For real. So again, more thank you, and thank everybody, the audience, the ancestors, for having me on. And so again, my brother.
Oh yeah, thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank you more anytime you want to come on, man. We appreciate the knowledge that you kick on here for us, man. You know what I'm saying? It's, and I get the chance to Google and search and all that. It's just bring it to a whole nother world. So, I'd like to thank you, Aseer, man. So.
It's on. Thank you, brother. Thank the people, man. We all we got. Remember, we all we got. So let's treat ourselves better, and let's stop airing our business in the street, man. Whatever you do with your children, keep it in the house, man. Stop letting the social media make you think that everything that you do, you gotta broadcast. They turned you into your own self-snitch. Get over that, man.
Yeah, they're snitching on themselves. Snitching, that means, you know what I'm saying? And stay away from them chicken sandwiches.
You be better doing a line of coke than eating that damn sandwich at this point.
I know.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. I'm not advertising that or advocating that. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, it's shit,
I already told you what's in it. You're finding rats in it. So, if y'all still doing it, that means y'all want it. So, it is what it is. You know what's funny? As before we close, there's a TV show called Doom Patrol that they also based on a TV show. And in the show, there's a character named Robot Man. And in the course of the show, he started to go crazy. And they didn't know why this thing was going crazy. It turns out a rat had crawled into him. He had ran over this rat, and it turns out it was this rat's mother. So this rat wanted to get revenge on him, and it wound up falling into him. And because he was doing it, they said that the energy of the rat, because rats are anxious and they, you know what I'm saying, they territorial, also very sneaky. He said that whole energy basically turned him and started driving him crazy. So then when I watched the shit, and they said that the chick found a rat in the chicken sandwich, I was like, see, they, you know, my mind just knows parallels like that. So again, man, love your stomach enough not to kill it, man. Put good food in it, and let's love each other, man. Again, because in the end, that's all that we have left.
Wow, man. Wow, just some knowledge, man. It's Truth Talk Nation, man. We like to appreciate you, Aseer Moore, man, for coming on once again, man, on this Chicken Pandemonium trilogy, man. You know, we've been working on this for a few months, man. You know, piecing together the madness that's going around the U.S. All right. Well, like I said, family, this is True Talk Nation. This is another great episode. This is Judo Woke Ace. Like my phone just went out, just died out, so I'm about to shut it down. Hold up. So once again, this is True Talk Nation. Hit Truth Talk News. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Also, Cash App, Judo Woke Ace. For donations, all donations goes to the continuation of this Truth Talk Nation.
The whole company, the big ass fucking Trump supporting company. You there? Do I gotta pull back? Am I going too hard? If I'm going too hard, stop me. I'm passionate. If I'm going too hard on them, press 5. I'm just talking to them on some G shit. No, I'm not dissing my brother. I'm not dissing my brother. I'm not. If I'm going too hard, press 5. Tone, if I'm going too hard, I apologize for going too hard, but we need this truth out here. I don't give a shit if you and Yvette don't like me. I know y'all don't give a fuck about me. I don't like you either. I don't like you or Yvette personally. I don't like your personalities. But you are genius for coming up with the hashtag American Descendant of Slaves, ADOS. That's all I look at. All this, we started a movement. Okay. Okay. All that stuff, I don't even buy into it. My brother, a lot of times when you people get shine and publicity, they eat that shit up and then they get what I call the Umar sniff. Wait a minute. I'm the best. Yeah. Okay. They start, when some people get some shine, they get the sniff. Let's bring this shit on back and let's get on code. I'm united. As long as you are talking about a lineage, I'm cool. If you are talking about a political group where you are conflating a lineage with your political organization, that there's a hierarchy and you guys are the leaders and the founders and there's some kind of agenda, I'm not fucking with that. And we should have a choice to know what we're co-signing. Period. People should know what they are co-signing. The problem is when them reporters start calling up, y'all get the Umar sniff. I know the numbers. I know the data. I'm smarter than I'm seeing the Umar sniff. I'm going to keep it a buck tonight. No disrespect, but my brother Tone is getting the Umar sniff. Yes, I'm finally being recognized because I'm a descendant of Harriet Tubman. You dig? I've been in the New York Times. They've been writing about me for years. That's nothing. I ain't tripping on this shit. I don't need none of the publicity. I am not fighting for credit. I don't give a fuck about credit. I don't give a shit about no credit. I don't give a fuck about credit. I put out hashtags and I've never put my face on it. I ain't about no fucking credit. But I will not be dissed by no goddamn body when I have helped you. This shit don't help me. And when I'm doing the Foundational Black American thing, Tone was like, well, why we got competing things? They've been shitting on that. Number one, Foundational Black American, that conference is all about culture. We're talking about Foundational Black Americans as a culture. We're talking about economics, business, politics, health. We're talking about the whole culture. That's what that event is about. You guys have a political event. Your event is political. And there's nothing wrong with that. Your event is political. You dig? We ain't gonna have all that little slick talking. Get all this shit out and say what you mean. Let's get it on out. Let's get clarity. Let's get it on out. See, that's the thing. We like to fuck around and y'all need to get on the phone. I don't know them. I ain't got to get on the phone with them. Every time somebody from around the country, whatever, say something you don't like, you ain't got to get on the phone with them. I'm going to stay on code with you. I don't have to like some of the shit you do, but let's be on code. Y'all ain't on code. Tony any better not on code. You're just not on goddamn code. Don't say shit about me disparaging. Fuck that. Cut that bullshit out. If we're talking about a lineage, that's what it is. A lineage. It's focused on the lineage. In a lineage with Foundational Black Americans, you don't have to vote a certain way. I'm not gonna tell you, you can't vote for him. What the fuck I look like? See, make things clear. Let's make things clear. If you're a Foundational Black American, you don't have to have a chapter nowhere. If you are a Foundational Black American, I'm not going to tell you not to have an event over there and don't have it. Hey, you don't need to have no event. Why are you having another event? What the fuck is that? What is that? No, that's not just a group. That's something else. That's beyond a group. That's damn near a cult. When a motherfucker's telling you what you can't do, and I don't know you. What's with the lineage thing? Well, let me play some more of my dude talking. Let me play some more dude talking. Shit.
The FBA thing just started coming about and being used, and I myself don't really understand it, but it's okay. Everybody has the right to use it. I never said anything because of that. We came forward, and then you have Tariq announcing last week, I believe, a competing conference.
It's not competing. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not competing with him. How are we competing? Look at the language my brother is using. I'm not competing with them.
I've never talked to Tariq Nasheed. I send him messages once in a while. He doesn't really respond. He sends thumbs up sometimes. Maybe once or twice, 3 times he's responded. I want to say clearly that I invited Tariq Nasheed to our conference when I first went.
Oh shit! Hold on. Hold on. Goddamn ads! An ad gonna pop up. Hold on. All right, here we go.
Got announced. We went back and forth, but then I didn't see the interest level there, so I didn't want to actually. I was waiting for him to say anything back.
Okay, let's stop, dude. What are you talking about? Competing? What are we competing over? What are we competing over? I'm not competing with them. See, don't say I'm not on code. My brother just popped up. Yeah, Tariq is having a competing thing. Well, I don't know why he's having it. Damn. I gotta get permission? Who the fuck I gotta get permission for to have a damn event to talk about what I want to talk about with other Foundational Black Americans? What is that? What is that? I mean, come on, dude. This is why we bring in clarity, so people ain't talking crazy. This is why, family, this is the danger of having a leaderless phenomenon. when there's a leaderless phenomenon, a lot of times people will, there's a gift and a curse. The blessing of having a leaderless phenomenon is that nobody can be targeted by opposition specifically. You can't target a specific leader. The codification is the leader. The problem with a leaderless phenomenon is somebody can just jump up at any time and assume leadership. That's the problem. Our brother Tone is doing that by conflating ADOS, the lineage, with his organization that he has with Yvette, where he's the founder and the leader, and they have different chapters all over. So now, when we're trying to just do regular business, all the way he pops out, well, you can't vote Republican because ADOS, we don't do that. ADOS don't vote for no. Well, what the hell? So that's why, ladies and gentlemen, this is why, respectfully, and I'm kind of being rough now just because, and I've been codified. Don't be, somebody said, oh, this is sad. Don't be sad. I've been cool. I just politely said, okay, I'll use Foundational Black American. I'll use it interchangeably, just so I'll stick to what I'm about. I'm about lineage. I'm about lineage. That's all I'm about. I'll stick to the lineage thing. If you got a group over there, knock yourself out. You shouldn't call it ADOS. You shouldn't call your group, your organization, the same name as you're calling the lineage, because you know that will confuse and conflate everything. And I think Yvette said something there. It's a group, but it's rooted in lineage. That's y'all nigga-splaining. Y'all not saying anything deep. You're being deceptive by doing that. You're being deceptive by conflating the two. You said we need politics too, you idiot. You don't conflate the name of the political organization with the lineage. You don't have it have the same damn name to confuse everything and everybody. You don't do it like that. That causes confusion, and people are supporting something. They don't know exactly what they're supporting. You understand? And then what happens is, when the New York Times comes out with this article like they did, in order to frame ADOS as a subversive group, that was the purpose of the New York Times article. To frame this. What is it exactly? Oh, chapters? Oh. Leader? Oh. Leaders, huh? Okay. Founders? Okay. Cool. How many chapters are there? Oh, okay. Y'all don't see that part of the game, man? The first thing they called me, asked me, so how long have you been a member of this group? I'm like, whoa, 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 let's change your words, ma'am. Whoa, whoa. You understand? We got to be careful with that, family. No shade. No goddamn shade. I'm being on code here. But what we're going to have to do, all this little slick this and bullshit, get out here and say just what you feel. No. Say what you feel. We ain't going to have all this low-key bullshit. We ain't going to have that. Say what you feel. If you got hate, say it. I don't give a shit. But are you going to be on code? Are we going to be on code here? I'm with you up until you conflate the two. I'm with you until I'm the leader of this. Now we're talking about something else. You're not talking about a lineage. You can't be a leader of a lineage. Stop conflating the two. And you're doing that deliberately, brother. You're doing that deliberately. Being on code don't mean doing some stupid shit and walking to a damn burning ass building. I'm talking to you like I talk to the homies. If I see somebody doing something that's gonna make the block hot, we gotta sit a motherfucker down and say, hey, bruh, this ain't it what you doing, man. You better make this shit clear and make this shit precise and be very clear about what you doing and tell people about what you doing, brother. You dig? I didn't say it was a cult. Stop it.